What's up, YouTube? Back at it with another one. Hey, look, just gonna enjoy this car ride one with me. Hey, look, if you're trying to become an entrepreneur to make money, understandable. We all get that concept. But if your only goal is to chase money, bro, I promise you're gonna burn out, be tired. The worst of the worst problems are gonna come because you're only chasing money, and money solves problems, right? Guess what, though? Those problems never end. As they said, I remember years ago when I just wanted my first 10,000. What happens after you hit 10,000? You want more. And I'm like, hold on. I was trying to figure out a couple of months ago, I wasn't stuck because I was still moving, but I was like, why do I feel stuck? And I had to sit back and think. Remember, you were first chasing 10,000. You were chasing 50,000. And I'm like, oh, I moved the bar every time. And guess what? What got you there won't get you there. And I used to hear that so much. Like, they'd be like, what got you your $1 million won't get you your 10 million. And I'm like, I can see what they mean, because you're going to have to scale up different. You're going to have to move different. You're going to have to think different. These are problems you've never solved before. And I'm like, oh, this is the part of entrepreneurship. Some people hear it, but as everybody I keep seeing, they want freedom, and that mainly it's that freedom and generational wealth. Generational wealth, bro, you can get generational wealth just working a 9 to 5. I'm being real, from my opinion, because you're already making the money. All you gotta do is invest the money, right? But I'm a full-time entrepreneur. Been a full-time entrepreneur for 6 years, and I'm just like, I can see why a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot, but most people don't have $1,000 saved. And I'm like, well, if you don't know how to play the money game, if you only think life is about paying bills and buying what you think is gonna make you happy for the moment, I said, oh yeah, most people are playing this game wrong. And if you're going at it like this, it's gonna be hard. Especially when I first started as an entrepreneur, you're gonna bring all those bad habits that you got over here. And I did bring good habits too, which I didn't really have any too much bad habits. I just knew when I got paid for my 9 to 5s, I was gonna get paid again. So I'm about to blow this money, go work again, do the same thing. Now being my own boss, that don't work, bro. You can't do. I did it at the beginning. I was all in Cali, everywhere. Then I'm like, what happened if you save this money and actually invest it? Because I've turned 900 to 12,000, 900 to 7,000 to 8,000, and that's in the stock market. And that took time. And I'm like, what if that one trip I went on? You see what I'm saying? Especially when you're not having the money, you have to figure out how you're gonna move. So we don't need no accidents. Literally, if y'all know, well, I didn't even post it. I was in a car accident, literally, Tuesday, today's Sunday. Wasn't my fault. They totaled my cargo van. The insurance people are gonna pay me, of course. Like they're saying, it's not my fault. They're gonna pay 100%. But I had to take that loss as a business owner. Guess what? What are you gonna do? And that van only had 80,000 miles. I'm like, are they gonna pay me back the same value really as the van? I'm going through that process, but that's cool though. You may go through this. What am I gonna do with the insurance money? Am I gonna buy me a nice Benz, nice Audi? No. My goal, tell y'all a little bit, it could switch, but right now, like they said, everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth. I may fix my old box truck, as y'all know, fix it up some more, or buy another box truck and buy a van and have 3 on the fleet and just start right there. Because as I just told you, I got cash. When you're a business owner, you have to save cash. For moments like this, like I didn't know that man was going to pull out in front of me. It's not even my fault. But guess what? I got to have accountability because my business is still ran. I got customers still calling. I've been knocking it out, as y'all see. But I'm just like, hold on. This is what they can't tell you at the beginning when you become an entrepreneur. Everybody thinks it's just about making the money. I promise, once you start hearing what I'm saying right then and there, the game will change for you. Try to save you your first 10,000. If I was to say how to get to your first 10,000, try to find something to sell. That's the fastest thing. But service-based businesses, they say everybody's a service business, but service businesses are where it's at. It doesn't take much to really get started. If you're willing to invest the money into yourself, as I said with the insurance money, I thought about buying this dump trailer. I'm already in the junk business. I can buy the van myself, the box truck myself, and use that money and buy the trailer. I'm like, technically, I wouldn't have lost. I lost, but I feel like losing in entrepreneurship is actually quitting and not going back to what it was you were doing. That's why they try to say, do what you love. And I swear, that stuck with me the most, because I'm like, what do you mean? We're just making money. Who likes to work? Oh, if I love the stock market, why don't I do what I love to do? That's why I made my most, well, in entrepreneurship, I made my most money. But when the money just sitting there in my accounts, the stock did that. But as I've seen, I'm having to play the game and do it at a high level. Nobody's going to teach you. They can teach you these games and charge you $10,000, $5,000 to learn this stuff. You got YouTube and people like me, bro. If I didn't have YouTube, I'm fine with that. I'm willing to go out here. It's this thing called hands-on experience, people. Hands-on experience is the best teacher for me. I don't care what you got in those books. I don't care what they're talking about. Until I get my hands on these vending machines, these box trucks, as y'all see in these videos, and do it myself, that's when you really learn. They could tell you, man, make sure you got at least 50 people walking past your vending machines. They're telling you this stuff for a reason, so you can avoid buying a vending machine, don't have a location, and then only 5 people are walking past and only maybe one person may buy a soda. Thousands of dollars of equipment and only $1. A lot of entrepreneurs, I swear, if y'all didn't hear nothing I said then, are going through that, especially the beginning phase. And I've been doing it 6 years, and it's always a recycle, a reset, a reframe in the mind to get it back together. But look, like, comment, subscribe, hype these type videos up, because this is what they don't tell you and what you don't see.